Morning, welcome to my garden. My name is Neve. I'm here in Ireland, just outside Mullingar. It's Saturday morning, 25th of May, and I just thought I'd give you a quick update on my garden. I haven't videoed in 2 weeks, so I said I'd just give a quick update now as to where I am. So if we start here at the top of the tunnel, peas are here, absolutely doing brilliantly. Look, they're just flying, they're all swelling up. I actually picked one there a few minutes ago, and like, beautiful peas in them, and they're so sweet when I eat them. Sorry, have to interrupt there just to eat. Absolutely so sweet. They're beautiful, just eaten straight off the plant there. They're gorgeous. Doing really well. And lots of them swollen up now, lots of them. And a good crop on them. So they were planted when? 17th of February. So doing really well. Here I had a small little line of carrots that I planted. Sorry, some geraniums there as well. Small little line of carrots I planted and a little line of baby leeks. And I do have quite a bit of weed coming up here now. Oh, there's some carrots, but some weed as well that I need to do a little bit of weeding on. At the front here is the rocket. Rocket is doing great, loads of it. Here are the cucumbers. I have 3 of them. I was hoping to try and trail them up this way. Not sure if it's going to work or not, but I do have a flower already on that cucumber. And a few on the way, so and there's more flowers in there, so doing good. The French beans, yeah, climbing away here. These are the potatoes. So these were my early rockets that I planted. When did I plant those early rockets? Does it say first earlies? 22nd of February. So I planted in 30-litre buckets these rockets, and what I did here is I've emptied these 2 buckets now. I've emptied, taken the potatoes out of them, the big ones, and I've just repotted them basically back in to hope that they'll grow more and give me some more. So let me show you back up here where those potatoes were. I got 3 pounds. I got 3.5 pounds out of one pot and 3 pounds out of the other pot. So some of them quite big, like lovely. We had them the other night for dinner and they were absolutely gorgeous. So I did try not to pick too many of the small ones off out of the pots, in the hope that I leave them and let them grow on. And I might get another crop out of them now. So I still have, so those 2, that one I emptied and that one I emptied. I still have that early rocket there, and I think these 2 might be early as well. Only I can't remember. I think they were, oh, here they are. Yeah, these were International Kidney on 26th of February. I planted these 2, so I do need to get them out as well now. These are my main crop ones. Made the mistake by planting them indoors. They're in the buckets as well. Really should have had them outside, I think, because they're taking up a huge amount of my space that I really want to use for other things. I have a melon over there that really needs to go in, and I don't really have much space left, so gonna move those ones out, get that space there to use. But these are taking up a lot of space. But anyway, hey, next year these guys are going outside. Strawberries up on top, doing very well. Quite a lot on them. We've picked a good few already, so they're doing grand, and I have them up on this shelf as well. Tons on this shelf, like this. What variety were these? I think the label's on the other side. Doing really well, a great crop. But you can see here now, let me show you this. This is where I have what you call runners coming off. So these are basically the plant producing young, producing more strawberry plants for next year. So if I wanted, I could let this continue. And what would happen is you'd get loads of leaves at this joint here, and then you get more leaves here, and it would continue on in a big line, giving you lots of little plants off it. And these junctions here will produce leaves and then roots, and you just stick them into some compost and they'll grow into additional plants. Really, I've been pulling them off up to now because I don't want additional plants yet. I really want all of this to go into the fruit, so I really should have my scissors. So let me just pause for a second. So I just got the scissors there now, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that off. Got it. And I'll go along and do that for them all. I don't want any coming out. So here's another one. You can see this here. Again, I'm just going to cut them off. I don't want to take runners off it yet, and you can see them popping out. Look, there's another one. So I've quite a few there now, so I need to go along I'll get my little step ladder up, I'll go along and I'll look at each plant now and just see what runners it's producing, and I'll take them off. But you can see the strawberries, look, they're just fabulous. They're so I really need to get in and pick. I have been eating as I go along, I just take and eat. Ooh, there's a big runner, look at that one. So don't want them. And I will show later in the season, I will take some runners off them, but I just don't want to take it yet. I want all the energy to go into the fruit. So gonna leave, take the runners off, and then maybe towards the end of the season take some. Oh, look at that bunch there, wow. So, and they're so sweet, they're just absolutely gorgeous, they're really, really nice. So let me take you back up here to the middle line then. Middle line has, oh, my fig tree that I repotted on, and I have some basil here underneath it. Don't see any figs on it. I don't see any figs as yet, any little buds, so we'll keep an eye on it. It's just been repotted and fed. So here's the tomatoes, doing really well, looking really good. Happy with them. I do need to feed them, haven't fed them. Actually, I don't think I've fed them at all. Did I feed them? I don't think I've fed them at all, so I really need to feed them now. Here's the peach tree, the first peach tree. This is the one that has loads of peaches on it. So they're starting to swell up, they're getting bigger, there's loads of them, which is great. So doing really well, looks really healthy. Again, more of the tomatoes, doing really well. This is my second peach tree, looking super healthy, and this is the one that has one peach on it. Let me see if I can find him. He's in there somewhere hiding. There he is, see? The size of him, super happy. He's the only one on it though, so but doing great, really happy with that. He's looking super. Here we have the butternut squash, which is getting sort of, I'll have to tie up or catch up the potatoes because they're sort of encroaching here on my butternut squash, so need to get him more light. These are the aubergines, doing good, and then I have some Lala Rossa, just, oh yeah, dead. Some Lala Rossa stuck in here. This is the kiwi berry. It's growing great, doing good. Doubt I'll get any fruit on it this year, but it's growing up good. It's at the top of the poles now, and I'm hoping it's going to go on up that string is the plan for it. Oh God, I'm falling over there. Whoops. These are the courgettes. So I have 4 courgette plants here. These are doing fantastic. Look at the growth on them. And if we look down in here, we can start to see that we do have some courgettes coming on them. So plenty of flowers about to appear. Same over on this one. Plenty of good growth, lots of flower heads on that. So I don't think it's going to be too long till we have courgettes off of them. Here's some more tomatoes. I think these are my bush tomatoes. I did get the tomato plants mixed up. I grew 2 varieties or 3 or 4 varieties, but one variety was a bush variety. And I was trying to guess which ones were the bush ones. So not very good. My labelling was disastrous. Grape in the corner. A lot of growth on that again. Hoping to trade it up the string there. These are hedgings there. Simon's hedge actually that Pat has grown for his son Simon. So these are doing really well. Doing great. Look fabulous. Probably need a little water, but hey, look, they look great. I'll give them a little water now. They flying along. So hopefully Simon likes them. These are, what are these? These are my cabbages. Oh no, they're my cauliflowers. The next lot of cauliflowers to go out, and these are the next lot of cabbages to go out. And I'll show you outside now. I don't have any space to put them out yet. I'm waiting for the builders to finish the beds outside for these all to go out, but these are nearly ready to go. These are the peppers. Looking okay. Yeah, doing. I do have a bit of mould. Look, a bit of like mould in the top of the soil here. It doesn't look too pretty, but I think it might be just to water them too much, maybe. I think keeping them too damp. These were the climbing French beans, and look, they're not doing well at all actually. They're you know, they're my second lot. The first lot I put out too early and they all died, so I planted in some more, but these ones are not doing too good. So I probably go up and see if I have still some more climbing French bean seeds left, and I might plant some more of them. These are the chili peppers, the chilies, yeah. Chilies, 3 of them doing good. These, disastrous, got nowhere. Oh, a little bit of root there on that now. I was trying to grow these little slips for the sweet potatoes, and the water needs to be changed anyway, but just disastrous, like didn't get anything on them, really disappointing. But sure, oh, some more tomatoes. I have tomatoes everywhere. This is my melon. So I don't think he's ready to go out yet. Yeah, no roots coming out the bottom or anything. I need to find a space for him to grow him up in the tunnel here now. My lemons. They were my lemon pips. Look good. Here I have a load of spring onions, again waiting to go out into the garden. They're nearly ready to go out, actually, not too far off going out. These are all the celery. These are, yeah, some roots coming out the bottom there. Again, just waiting on those beds to be done to plant out. All that celery has to go out. Parsnips, disastrous. I've only grown 1 tray of parsnips, which I planted outside, and I've succession grown since then, but nothing has come up. They're disastrous. I just can't get them to grow for me. So there's another whole tray. When did I plant them? The 6th of May. And nothing. There's my spinach. I must transplant that on now into some pots. There's some more coming up there. So again, didn't have great success. I think that's probably my 3rd tray of spinach to plant, to sow the seeds on, and this is the first spinach that I've got up on it. So, and parsnips, disastrous. These, what are these? These are, oh no, turnips. Some more turnips to go out. There's another tray of parsnips in the back, which nothing on it. Was there anything on that? Oh, sorry, 2 parsnips came up on that, and that was it for another whole tray. These are my broccoli. Again, not ready to go out yet, but these are the French beans. These are the bush ones, the bush variety, doing really well. So I need to find a space for them to go out. They're looking really good. So harden them off first, and then I'll put them out. Find a space outside for them. These are the parsnips. Having said I can't grow parsnips, these are the parsnips that I grew back in February. These were early parsnips I put in, and I have 2 in there that are absolutely huge. So yeah, for early parsnips. Again, another tray of parsnips, which was planted the 28th of April. I think I can give up on them now because nothing happening there. Again, I've quite a bit of mold on top of it, but I don't think that should stop them growing. I'm just not sure what I'm doing wrong with them. These are more broccoli, different variety of broccoli to grow out. Some more tomatoes, little rows, clipping of a rose there. These along the front are all my nice pots that are doing very well, looking really well. Happy with them, they look fabulous. I just don't know where I'm going to put them. These are back to the tomatoes. I did want to show you on tomatoes what I'm doing regularly. So if you look at this one, for instance, you have to take out the little side shoots. So you can see I've got my main stalk here coming up, and then I have a leaf coming off it, main stalk coming up, and a leaf coming off. And you can see where the leaf joins to the main stem, there's a little small growth. So I'm going to just pinch that out, and then you come up further and you can see it again. You have your leaf, your main stalk, and then between your leaf and your main stalk you have this little side branch growing, and we don't want them. So we literally just snap it out with our fingers and then on up, and you can see I have my first trusses of fruit here coming out, and then on up and still growing. So I do that all the time. I'm constantly doing that as I'm walking around, or when I'm watering them, or when I'm tying their string in around them. I'm constantly taking off the side shoots that we don't get side branches coming out. I did see one that was huge actually, that if I can find what plant it's on now, that I'd left on to show you. There's one there, just a tiny one. Is that it over there? Let me just go look and see. So here's a good example now again. I have my main stem here, and you can see here now where the main stem and the leaf, and then we have this little shoot coming out here. Okay, so again I'm just going to snap it off. If it's too big, I'll just get the scissors and I'll cut it off with the scissors, but these little ones are small enough to just snap off. And then you can see I have a fruit here, so we won't touch that one, and we let it continue to grow up. And then all I'm doing with my string here, I'm wrapping it around the plant. Okay, so I move the string around the plant so that I don't break the plant. Oh, sorry about that, I just put my thumb in front of the camera. Yeah, so I wrap the string around the plant so that I don't break the plant. So that's my that's my tomatoes, doing happy with them. Oh, here's Sandy in to say hello. Hello, Missy. She's in to see. Thankfully, she hasn't realised yet that a lot of this is food. I'm lucky in that sense. I think if she gets the scent at all that this is food and that she can eat it, well, then I think I'm in trouble. But at the minute, she doesn't realise that the majority of this stuff here is edible. So let's pop outside now and show you what's happening out here. So out here, these are the last of the sunflowers. I've planted out loads of them out the front in the front flower bed, which I must show you because I haven't showed you that in quite a while. I have leeks hardening off here. They're my next lot of leeks. These were some more, Brussels sprouts, 2 more Brussels sprouts. Again, look at all that mould on top. 2 Brussels sprouts hardening off there. The sunflowers have all hardened off. That's not a sunflower. That, I think, was a Rebecca seed I grew. I think I should have 2 of them, actually. I don't know where the other one has gone. That worked into seeds. Anyway, so they're my sunflowers. My rhubarb hasn't gone into the ground yet. So here's my beds. These are the outdoor potatoes. I have 2 barrels of them, so I need to top them up now again with some more soil. These are the mange too. I could do with pinning them in a bit. They're hanging out a little bit there, but they're flying along, the mange too are. This side was the peas. I had to replant them because they just disappeared the first time. So replanted them and they're all popping up now, so which is great. Not as far ahead as I'd like, but they're good. Loads of weeds there. There's some spring onions, and I planted in some sunflowers because I had loads of sunflowers over, so you'll see I dotted the sunflowers all around. Here's the parsnips that I could manage to grow. And this is it really. This is all I have on parsnips. There's nothing else ready to come up or to go out into the ground now, which is a shame. I'll have to try them again. A few weeds there. I do need to do a bit of weeding there. There's the disastrous French beans that all died because I put them out too early. These are my cabbages. There, look. They look good. Space there for the next lot of cabbages to go out. These are all the onions, or some of the onions. Here's carrots that I planted, and we can see they're all starting to, if we can see that, little lines of them there coming up. And the same here. And my third line. So 4 different varieties of carrots going to come up there. I planted in a little gooseberry there. These are the kale. So I definitely could start harvesting some of this now. I think I could take off leaves off all of these and they'd still be fine. Just take the outer leaves off and use them. So we'll do that. These are the Brussels sprouts. These plants here are getting huge. Not sure that I plant them too close together, but I learn. They look good there, and these are the second lot of them. So loads of them. These are the turnips. Again, I wonder, my spacing's wrong, but let's have a look if we can see in here. Oh, we can. I don't know. Let me get the camera in there. You can see my turnips are doing super. Yeah, they're looking great. The turnips are. These are the cauliflowers. Yeah, this one's looking a little sad, isn't he? It's gone very yellow, the leaves have. I might go and get the scissors and cut those leaves off. He's looking a little sad. These ones are looking okay. And these ones are looking very good. Oh, there's something eating that now. I can see I have a little hole in that. I'll have to check them and see. But they're looking pretty good. Another gooseberry. Another bin of my potatoes, main crop potatoes. In the middle bed here we have the beetroot. Again, needs to do a bit of weeding here, but the beetroot is coming on great. These first ones that I had in. and then I have some more here, and then another lot here, just at different stages, so doing good. These are my leeks, my first lot of leeks. I do have space here now to plant out the next lot that are hardening off over there, so I might try get them into the ground today if I can, would be good. And then here's all my onions. These are the ones I grew, this lot I grew from seed up to here. These are the ones I grew from seed. These are my walking onions. And then these are my onions that I grew from the little bulbs. So my seed ones aren't too far behind the bulbs, so looking good. And that's it really. These are my new beds waiting to get the topsoil into. And as soon as I get the topsoil into them, I'll be able to plant out the celery, the cabbage. I have other stuff in there ready to come out, so it'd be great now to get that topsoil in and do that. Other than that, the blackberry over there, I have some more compost to go in around him, and the same with the raspberries. I have more compost there that I just need to dig into that soil over there. Yeah, other than that, let me pop out the front and I'll just show you out the front. My water tanks are there, sorry, just mentioned them. They're going to be put up there in the next day or two. They're going to go up there. So I can collect all the water from the roof there and use that, which would be great. So let me pop out the front now and I'll just show you my flower bed out the front, that where that's at. So when we moved into the house back in September of 18 last year, this bed wasn't here, so my husband made this bed for me just with the railway sleepers, and I've planted it up now. Oh, there's a sunflower still in its pot. I obviously forgot to pop him into the ground. But yeah, I just have a mixture of different things that I had. Some rose trees, I've loads of sunflowers, a lot of them got planted out. That's beautiful there, lovely little head. Let's go in and look at him. Ooh, very pretty. So again, I think it's going to take a little while to establish the bed and get it, going well. So I just have everything into it now. Loads of peonies, because I had loads of peonies. Loads of rose trees, because I had loads of rose bushes that I brought from my previous house. Loads of these Nyrenes as well that I brought. Some cosmos there, some agrigelias, some chrysanthemums coming up there, so cornflowers. But yeah, basically of the whole flower bed up to here I'm at, and I've done nothing with this corner yet. As you can see, I have lots of nettles. So I've done nothing with that corner yet, but this bed itself, pretty happy with. It's quite long and pretty happy with it now. It still needs a bit more work, but happy with where it's at. That rose tree looks incredibly sad. Yes. So, but yeah, that's happy with that. I don't have much space left to put much more into it now at the minute, so happy with where it's going. It's a horrible wet day here in Mullingar this morning. It's raining and I'm not sure I'm going to get too much outside, so that's when thankfully the tunnel comes into play, that you can spend the whole day in the tunnel, which is very nice. There's some more sunflowers which I need to get in here somewhere. So yeah, happy with where it is. So folks, I hope you have a lovely week gardening, and I shall chat to you next week. Take care. Bye.